Now that you are been this first time, would you go again next year?
Oh, absolutely.
Are we going one more time
I would absolutely go one more time.
this year? All right. Let me. Do you have any? Where's you got any pictures you can post? Where's our pictures at?
Yes, I do have pictures. There we go. I don't know if they're live on. Let me see if I can pull them up, show them to you.
Pull them pictures up. Oh, and while I was up there, met some lady from some kind of magazine, style magazine, Russian lady.
Oh yes. Was it a magazine or a photographer?
She said she was from Style.
Style magazine. I have not.
I
Have
to
not
look that up. I don't know if she is like
heard of it.
yes, but she wanted to do a photo op of my costumes and stuff. So that was pretty interesting.
And that's what I mean by the interaction with people. The fact that somebody even wants to do any kind of photos
Yeah.
or
like,
anything of a costume, of your costume, of anybody's costume for that matter.
getting them pictures up.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah. We had the fairy princess. We had Viking. We had what would you say? English. Braxton would be sort of an English style. There you go. Let's get some pictures up there. Show these people.
I'm gonna try to catch most of just who was with us that day, and try not to put too many other people in here.
Okay. Go on down.
Just for privacy reasons.
Okay. We. Yeah. The first time I went, I wasn't dressed up. I tried to buy something from this vendor up there, Slayer. Man, it would if you bought stuff up there. Oh, you need to bring some money if you're gonna go up there because on average, a woman will spend what about $300 to get dressed.
Yes, I believe the last
Yeah.
person, the first time we went,
They should
a couple
spend
of
about-
other friends
Yeah.
came with us,
They
and
spend about $280.
I believe it was $280 on a very few amount of things.
Yes.
I believe it was just a dress and maybe a corset.
Yeah, something like that. $280 gone. Boom. Then I think my whole leather outfit I made it myself. I kind of learned when I went up there. I was so excited. I had made my own chainmail. The thing weighed too much, almost killed me. It was like 58 pounds. I will never do that again. I had this guy Slayer made me some shoulders to cover up. I mean, I had dents in my shoulder. I was sweating to death. I about died, from heat exhaustion. He made me a belt to wrap around. That was like $300 some, and I said, "Oh, I can't do this." So I learned how to do some leather from this jailhouse preacher who went to jail, who taught me how to do leather. He started me out with cowboy stuff and upholstery, and I just adapted it over and started making costumes. And it's always been hard for me to get people to go because I'm I'm gonna tell you how old I'm 62 years old, and not too many of my friends would dress up. So I try and get people to dress up. James actually is the first person that would. I've had a couple other people dress up, but James is the only one that really enjoyed it and wanted to do it again. But
Yes,
but of course he's half my age, and he's a gamer. So I'm not a gamer. I just like to make costumes and dress up and go up there.
had a great time. Let's see if I can get this pulled up. Bear with me here.
And there's our little crew there. Can y'all see that?
They should be able to see that.
All right.
So yeah, that's myself and Rick, my 2 sons, and my daughter.
Which is the fairy.
The fairy daughter.
The fairy princess.
My wife was also there. She is not in this picture, and I don't believe I have any pictures
There's
that
one.
she's not with other people that were there that were not part of our group. So again, I don't want to post those only because privacy issues. They might not want,
Okay, I understand.
want that on the internet. But yeah, it was a great time. Dressed up, and again, the very best part is the interaction with other people.
Oh yes. How many times do you think we walked around the village?
Oh man, it's about what 15 acres. We
15
probably
acres.
walked it 6 times.
6 times.
Like I got blisters on my feet. That's how many.
And
Because the first time we went, we did more checking out of the stuff that was there, the
Yes.
vendors, the. I don't believe we watched any shows the first time, but I do know we walked in just about every vendor that was there,
Yeah.
and we probably only made it around about 3 times.
yes.
This time it was quite different because again the little ones came, and
They once Oliver got into character, it was it.
and yeah, he was having too much fun for me to stop and be like, hey, let's go look in this shop that he may or may not even care about to begin with.
Yeah, with that little cat o' nine tail. People are actually asking him to hit them with that little cat o' nine tail.
Oh yes, people were wanting to be whipped, which I thought was crazy. I never let a kid with a whip
Yeah,
hit
but
me for
for
fun,
any-
but
he got into it. They were letting him hit. Me and him did have a battle, but I had leather on. He had leather on. We were whipping each other in the back. We did a video on that. They have camels up there. They had a couple camels up there. They have birds of prey. They have macaws and parrots and what was the other bird?
I believe it was just macaws and parrot. I believe it was all parrots.
Yeah.
They had a couple conures, a couple like macaws, cockatoo that you could take pictures with, obviously.
To me, one of the best parts is like when people get up there and try and buy their costumes when they get up there. When I rode the camel, we had the 4 guys on the side, 4 grown, how was that? Guys 20s, 30s, somewhere around
They were
there.
probably in their 20s or 30s.
20 or 30. You got 4 guys sitting on. I got on the camel. They had to weigh me before I got in the camel. Make sure I didn't weigh more than 200 pounds. They said that's all the camel can handle.
Yeah, because they packed that thing full.
So I got on that camel and I rode around. I got my horn. I'm blowing. I got James over here taping. I got these guys screaming on the side, clapping for me. And when I got over there, I got off the camel, went over there and looked at it, and they said that they loved our costumes because everything I make is like 10 gauge leather, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's
Yeah.
pretty heavy duty leather.
So like they were sitting on the side and they were saying, "Oh, this is our first time." They had like a little Burger King Renaissance hat, little paper hat going on, and then they said, I told them that James and Caleb was with us, and he was dressed up too, and they said, I told them that's their first time. They said, "Oh no, man," they couldn't believe it, and I said, "Well, James had to tell them you have to know somebody,
You got to know somebody.
get the good costume."
That's the best thing.
Yeah, so they're up there. They couldn't believe it, and then they were comparing what I had, and the guy had a wooden sword,
Wooden sword.
not even painted. And he paid $40 up there.
Oh yeah, it's quite expensive. I can understand why it's expensive, because it's a very limited time that they're open, and,
Yes.
and they have to make their money back.
Yeah, and he didn't even pay for a painted sword because that would have upped the price a lot.
Oh, substantially.
Yeah, he just
But
got,
again, I can understand why. So if you are gonna go, yes, make sure if you're gonna bring any props, make sure you get it
but
beforehand.
yeah.
A lot of the vendors sell other things in there that you probably couldn't get other places, and
The boots, there's a lot of
there's a lot of boots, the little dragon pets, the
all kind. Now they got actual real heavy duty swords. I mean, that I think one of the best deals I got. I did buy a pirate pistol.
Yes,
that was $40 for the pirate pistol. But even online, they're like, to get a wooden one that actually pulls back and draws, you're 52, 62, 109. And when I saw that one, I said, that's the cheapest one I've seen.
Yes.
That's actually made out of wood. You can pull back, and so I had to buy it. That was a must buy.
So yeah, I'm not saying there's not good buys there. Like if you want I know the swords they sell from I don't remember the name of the actual shop there. But everything's hand forged in it. Like
Yes.
they're real hand forged,
That you can
made
actually-
with good steel.
Yeah, that you can actually
Swords.
use to actually they're combat ready.
Combat ready, hand forged,
Yeah, you'll pay some
good
money
swords. Oh yeah, they're expensive.
This ain't no India, China, Pakistan. This is like the real deal, So those are good. If you like actual good stuff, it just all depends on what you want. I always shop for deals all over, online, everywhere. I can get a deal. But like I say, the more authentic you can look, and people mix stuff up there. I'm telling you, I've seen. We had everybody from Star Wars, Deadpool.
Yeah, the first time we went, there was Star Wars, Deadpool. There was a lot more
Captain America.
fantasy. I don't want to say fantasy because even that it's kind of fantasy cosplay, but more fictional cosplay instead of more Renaissance
But
1500s
cosplay.
cosplay.
The last week is when they have all the fantasy stuff.
Yeah, so the last week of it is they call it the cosplay weekend, and
All characters go.
all characters, all different characters.
Yeah, every week's a different thing.
Trust me, I looked into all this after my first time going.
Yes,
So every weekend is themed.
Yes.
The first weekend we went, it was just opening weekend. That was the theme. It was just the first weekend they opened. Then they had Weekend of Chivalry. People would go up there and I guess get married, renew vows, that kind of thing.
And Animal, we went.
And then this was Pet Weekend.
Yes,
this
Pet
past
Weekend.
weekend that we came, it was Pet Weekend. So cats and dogs only.
Yep.
Cats and dogs only. And people brought their pets and.
Oh yeah, they dress their pets up too. Some of them had bat wings. But you have to register your pet before you bring it in.
Yes, you have to register.
Must register your pet.
Must be registered. Must have a rabies vaccination, all that good stuff. You gotta show pet.
And must be friendly.
Yes, it must be friendly.
There were a lot of animals
If
there.
it shows any aggression, they don't let it in the door. But no, I had a great time. I think the kids had an even better time, to be honest, than I even had.
I had a great time just watching from the rear. Oliver leading the way the whole time, and just watching how many people just moved to the left side, and
Like C's party. It
Yeah,
was
the
it was
C was-
actually impressive to watch that he could walk through there and do that, and people actually get out of the way. And I don't know if maybe they thought we were part of the show.
I think they did.
As
Because
much
like I
as
said,
he
they
was
were
doing.
throwing money at him. Nobody threw no money at us.
Yeah, no, we actually had people paying to take pictures with my son.
Yeah. Pretty much stole.
Probably more of a cuteness factor there than anything.
Oh yes.
But when you have a small child, he's only 6, a small child completely dressed in leather,
Oh yeah.
playing the part. I mean, from the boots to the braided hair and everything. He is a boy. He does have long hair. So braided hair to look like a
And got the
like a
mean mug
Viking.
on. Had the mean mug
mean mug, like he had been there,
forever.
like he grew up in that time period. I mean,
Pretty much.
just fell right into character, and it was a truly great time.
We had to pull him back a few times.
Yeah, he was ready. I mean, a little, yes, for that matter, a little too into character at times.
A little
where he was-
aggressive. I had to yell, "Stand down, soldier!" Because some guy dressed as a king says, "Why should I get out the way? Because I'm the king," or something.
He was
like
about
that.
ready to hit him with the whip.
Yeah, I saw him draw back, and I said, "Oh, he's about to hit this dude for real." He's gonna smack him upside the head. I was, "Oh, Lord!"
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready to hit him.
But there was a lot of fun there, and then there were some pretty good costumes. The dude that had the gold, kind of like the Viking dude out front with the arrow, the arrow guy, the bow.
The
arrow.
archer, more like a barbarian, I guess, not like a
Thor.
Viking, but
Or
more
like a Thor character.
Thorish.
Yeah, his costume was
I guess technically it could have been
but he was huge.
Viking, but yeah, no, he definitely fit the part. He was a big old guy
He
with.
was huge. I mean, he was the size of me and you together.
Oh yeah,
He was big.
but very friendly.
Oh yes.
Wanted to take pictures with Oliver, and again, you're gonna hear that name pop up a lot because
Oh, he was the star. This last
he
week.
stole the show. We
Pretty much.
we were there just to make sure he
Support.
walked.
Yeah. We were
That
just
was
there
it.
to support him.
That was it.
Him and the baby, and every time a fairy would come up, our little fairy had to get out the little wagon, put her little wings on, and go hug the fairy. Oh, there's another fairy. She wanted to hug the fairy. All right, that's our fairy princess. But by the end of the day, she was Sleeping Beauty, so we had to change the theme because she was sleeping and
Yeah, she passed out around.
she passed out.
What time did we get there? We got there about 9:30.
Yes. No. 9:30.
Yeah, we pulled in about 9:30. The gates opened up at 10:30.
We left
She was out by 3.
And we left at 7.
Yeah, 7.
7 o'clock.
We were there, which was much later than the first day, but it was better the second time because there were so many more people there.
Oh, it was pretty much packed.
I believe the last time we went around 5 o'clock, there wasn't really anybody left there.
Yeah. But this one, they were still piling in. They were still piling in. Late evening, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. They were still coming in through the gate.
Oh yeah.
So I remember the first time we went there, we walked around and we walked up. I usually walk against the crowd. So I go the opposite way, so we run into the crowd. And me and him, first time we went, I was apologizing to him because there wasn't that crowd. He thought it was all great, everything, and I said.
Still had a great time.
But when he saw the second time when we went up there and it was crowded, it was even better.
Oh, much better. Because again, that's
bigger
the best
crowd,
part.
Yeah, the bigger the crowd.
Is the interactions, and of course, the bigger the crowd, the
Yeah.
more interactions you're gonna have with
Oh, yes.
people and meet people, talk to people. That is definitely the best part of going.
Asking where they got your costume. That's what I do. Is if I see a good costume, I'm going up. Where'd you get your costume? Who made your costume?
There you go.
Yeah, get up there, and then if they made it, then I start picking up at a costume, looking at, okay, this is how you did this is how you did that,
Looks good.
Oh, yes. Give thumbs up. give
Praise
thumbs up.
praise them.
Oh, yes. That's the good thing about praising each other's costume. There were a lot of, for guys, man, if you go up there, there are a lot of nice-looking young ladies up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
There's, what do you call them, bousiers and corsets and,
Yeah, a lot of corsets. I don't know if that's actually
yes. If it's got the ties.
too authentic, but it was definitely
Yeah, a lot of
there's a lot of it there.
Oh, yes.
A lot of it there.
You'd be smiling a lot,
Oh yeah, and
And all the vendors, they're willing to, anybody who works up there, there's no problem. You say, may I take your picture? Can I get a picture with you?
oh yeah, well, I think they expect it because
so
again, they're dressed up,
Yes.
and that's
I can't tell you how many pictures I've gotten taken over the years. I mean, it's tons. When I first got up there, it was like, I rolled up in there, and when I started doing the Muslim thing, it was like, I've been the only Muslim, Arab-looking guy the whole time up there. And when there's Cavaliers, I usually talk trash to them, call them Christian or whatever, We go back and forth. I always tell them I'm here to invade your town.
oh yeah. The kids, if you have kids, definitely take your kids.
Oh yes. There's a lot. There's a lot of educational stuff from the ladies starting up front with making thread,
Spinning thread, yep.
spinning thread. There's a glass bottle.
The glass
demonstration
blower, yep.
Yeah, blowing glass, and they got that perfume section. And then, oh man, you talking about food? There's like pineapples. They throw a whole pineapple. They cut off the top, hollowed out, and throw ice cream up in there.
Yep.
They had hamburgers, hot dogs, gyros. They had
You say gyros?
gyros. Most people say gyros, but
It's a euro.
euro.
It's a Greek word. It's a euro.
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 I'm sorry. Somebody told me it was gyro.
I believe it's gyro.
This-
I could be wrong too.
Well, this
but-
girl was from the country that was made from,
Yeah.
and corrected me because I said gyro.
I hate when people say gyro. I know it's not gyro.
I said, so I said, she goes, no, it's not gyro. And I said, well, what is it? She says, it's a gyro. I'm like, okay, gyro.
I can see that.
Yeah. So she said, it's a gyro. So they have frozen bananas dipped in chocolate. They have what's some of the other foods that would. Of
Oh, all
course,
kinds
the
of foods.
standard turkey leg.
A lot of carnival type foods.
Corn on the cob. Let's see what else was up in there. Oh,
I didn't really. I'll be honest. I didn't really pay too much. I eat once a day, so I didn't pay too
what
much.
About,
The food didn't really.
But the drinks,
There's literally a beer stop every about 15 feet.
I think you probably drank at every one of them.
I probably did. I probably did.
You had the mead. What else?
The mead was good.
But they have all other. How many different?
They have about 3 different beers, not including the mead. A wine selection, and then I believe they had frozen margaritas.
Yes. The one place we didn't stop was that one on the right side going around where everybody was piled up in there. That was honey mead. You didn't try some of that, did you?
Is that the pub? You're talking about the pub?
The pub on the right side when we're walking against the crowd on the right side.
The right.
Where everybody
Yeah.
was.
So I went in there I didn't go in there last time. I went in there the first time.
And that was like honey mead, wasn't it? Made out of honey.
I'm not sure what it was.
I think it was that was honey mead in that one.
All the meads made by Monk Meads out of Atlanta. Atlanta. It's Atlanta brewery that makes all the mead called Monk Meads. So I'm pretty sure they're sponsored there at Fairburn.
I think the weirdest thing I saw was when we were heading out, all those people dressed in those Hyatt robes.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure what was up with that.
They had about, 10, 12 people?
There was a few of them.
They're all in white Hyatt, the Hotel Hyatt.
I want to say they went to maybe a concert the night before, and then just had decided to go. Why they wore the robes, beyond me.
Yeah, but they were all in the robes, and then the one girl walks up to me and says, "I love you." Asked me about my costume. I told her I made it. She said, "Can I commission you to make a costume for me?" And I said, "Sure." And she goes, "Well, my shoulder's kind of wide." And started opening up her robe. And I'm going,
Oh yeah, some of them get a little.
I'm going like, "Oh, wait."
A little.
We have children here.
What's the word I'm looking for? A little adultish, maybe. Adultish. Yeah, there are some walking around with half the breast falling out.
Oh yeah.
You were telling me one story about
some
one up there that had almost nothing on at all.
Pretty much, she was walking and she didn't have anything underneath, And that's when I went with my son. My son's up there. Like the guy at the shoe store was telling my son, and then my son had to tell me. Said, "Dad, look over there." I'm like, "What, son?" He goes, he's pulling me down, trying to get me to squat. He said, "Watch when she walks." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I understand." But yeah, some, they're a little bit. I say risky. How about
risky. There,
risky.
that's the word I was looking for.
Some of the girls are a little bit risky.
Risque.
Yeah, but all in all, it's a good time. If I was a little kid, I'd be like, I wouldn't, walk past that. I wouldn't pay too much.
Oh yeah, no. And yeah, no, the kids, not only my kids, but most other kids I saw there, loved it. I know the first time we went, you got in a sword fight with one.
Oh yeah, I was yelling for help, and you bailed on me, man. This kid was like trying to put dents in my shield.
I didn't have a shield, and
should have clotheslined that little kid.
I ain't touching nobody else's kid. Not in today's world.
Yeah,
not in today's world.
Before I used to say, "How much for the kid?" I was kind of scared to say that. Nowadays, you can't say that. I used to say that all the time. How much for the kid? Now you can't say that no more because most people would say, take him for free. I need a squire. How much for that kid?
Yeah, not.
I'm afraid to say that.
I don't know that I'd recommend doing that now.
Oh no. Oh, it's so funny. They said, what do they say? Mask up on the outside is a big old sign.
Yes.
And we walked in, and And none of the vendors, I had this. How come you ain't wearing a mask? Oh, I'll put it. I said, no, you ain't got to wear a mask on my account. The police wasn't masked up. Nobody was masked up. They just had the sign. Don't pay attention to the sign in front. If you want to wear a mask, it's up to you. If you don't want to wear a mask, me and him, we started out with a mask because I made these leather masks, went out to the car and got them, put them back on, and we didn't even make a whole circle. We made a quarter of a circle, and we were ripping ours off.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh no,
it wasn't. Once I saw the police not wearing them, that was it. Yeah, nope, not wearing them.
That's not. Yeah, it was too hot.
I tried to be.
You can't understand what anybody says, or nobody understands you when you talk. You know.
No. And then it doesn't look all that good for pictures.
Oh no.
Except for the one guy that had the actual apothecary mask on, the doctor mask. Looks like a crow.
Oh yeah.
The real long nose, because that would be an actual mask that during the plague that a doctor or a healer or an apothecary would definitely wear.
More along like I would call it like steampunk. That's what a lot of steampunk. And even if you dress steampunk, that's still kind of.
Oh yeah.
Around that.
Dress however you want. I mean, wear whatever costume you want. But do dress up. It makes it
more interesting. People, like I say, want it. And don't be afraid to interact.
It's like Halloween in the middle of May.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to interact or engage anybody, in conversation. Because that's what everybody wants to do. They're interested. And when we first went up there, the first time, me and James, people were so scared because there's a lot of first-time goers that when they take a picture, they'd be so scared they would
you'd catch them.
They're holding down there by their waist, like
you're walking by and all you see is a phone pop up like this.
Trying to take a picture. And James was said, "Come on, get in the picture. It's fine. If you want to take a picture, come on over here. Get in the picture." Oh yes, they get all excited.
And then once you ask them, they're like, why didn't you just ask in the first place?
Yes.
Yeah, no, they get very excited and then they're ready to take a picture.
Can I take a picture of you? And James always tell them, "Get in the picture." They'll just want to snap and like no, you're not bothering. Anytime I'm up there, they want to take a picture and they're no, you're not bothering me. I don't care. Get in the picture. And I will take some of my garb off and put it on them. So we'll cover them up with a shield or something like that. Put some head garb on them and get in the picture. So if they crop it right, it looks like they're dressed up too.
There you go.
And so they have a much better time and they'll know like. What I try and do is get them to feel the excitement, and then they'll dress next time.
Oh yeah.
Once you dress, guaranteed, man. I took my friend Keith. Keith, like 6'2", maybe 6'3". He's black. He's an airbrush artist in Columbus and a tattooist. I talked him into going. I dressed him up in leather, and we went up there, and he stands out over the crowd. I'm walking next to him. I see people running after us to take pictures, and they get in front. They're not used to seeing a black person dressed up in all this leather, because he had all this apprehension. People gonna make fun of him, and when they get to the front, they see he's black. I said, "Yeah, he's a real black knight." And then people just start cracking up. And he says he walked around there, and I can't tell you how many pictures we took. He says he felt like a celebrity. We couldn't even get in when we were trying to buy tickets because we got there a little bit late out in the South 40 where we parked, and just walking up the side of the Renaissance Fair along the wall. I mean, we got 50 pictures taken before we even got up there to buy our tickets. And he just like couldn't believe it. We went to a restaurant to eat. And
I know you wear your costume out like all the time, actually. All the time.
If I'd wear it to work every day.
I don't know if I could wear it to work every day. It's kind of heavy and hot and
but like
chafing.
If you go out to eat, we went out to eat. This is no lie. We sat there. We had a waitress standing by the whole time. When the waitress left, our waitress left, the manager came by. When the manager left, a dishwasher came out, and was talking to us. The dishwasher left. There was never a time where our table had somebody from the restaurant. They even sat in the booth, took pictures with us.
Yeah, it's different. People like different.
Oh yeah, it was great. And
it's not every day you see that.
Keith says they did everything but cut my meat. I mean, they offered us all kinds of amenities. Do you need this? You want more butter? I'm like, Keith goes, man, I've never went to a restaurant. Usually after they throw your food down on the table, it's
You don't
like,
see him again.
No,
Gone.
no, until they got the bill. You know, here's your bill. You know, you don't
That's
have
it.
to- But yeah, it works. I even wore my costume to New Orleans,
Mardi Gras, yeah.
Mardi Gras, New
yeah.
Orleans, and Mobile. I was able to get up on a couple balcony parties. Never paid a cover charge.
There you go.
I was with my costume. I was a mascot for the War Dogs in Columbus and the Lions. I got to go to the games free. All I had to do was dress up, paint my face a little bit, and walk around, entertain. Had a drum, beat on the drum a little bit. They use it for Halloween. Man, I wear it every chance I get. So and I probably got $200. If you had to buy my costume, it would probably cost you a couple $1,000. If you bought
Oh
it.
yeah, especially if you bought it there.
Yes. But I learned to make this stuff in a sheet of leather. I could have made my costume with one sheet of leather, which is like number 2 grade, Tandy leather, $99. Bunch of rivets.
$10 maybe.
Yeah. No, if I get the dome rivets too, everything, add the little bling bling, probably $30 in rivets and $29 for the
Stain.
stain. And then you'll have to buy a couple tools, a dome setter, a rivet setter, $20 at the most, for all that stuff. But yeah, if you can trace everything out, and if you want to learn how to cut leather, the best way is to get cardboard or whatever, cut out the pattern, and what are those little brads that you use to stick a hole in and spread them apart? You know what I'm talking about? Little paper brads. Where you stick it through the hole and you bend it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I learned to cut patterns, and I would fit that to my body, put the little brads in to fit to me, overlap. And once I got the pattern and everything set up where it was paper, then I just take the brads out, lay it on the leather, trace it out, cut it out, and all you need is like a box cutter.
That's it.
And then put your rivets in, poke some holes in it. You don't have to have the expensive rivet hole puncher I got, the hand. I've used a drill
Drill.
bit,
Nail would probably work
nail
in a
work.
pinch.
Yeah, but it's fun to make. It's a costume that, like I say, I've got 5 of these, and that's the first time I've used that many. I got more than 5 if I count the kids' costume, but yeah, I was pretty happy because we had a full crew,
Full crew, yeah, and everyone dressed up that went. Like both sons, the daughter, the wife, me, you.
Oh yes. And
Everybody dressed up, which made it just that much better.
Yep. I was the odd man because I'm the only person of color in there, but I'm just tagging along with them. But they
Or were
let-
we just tagging along with you?
Oh.
How's that go? Since you introduced it.
yeah, but like I say, y'all look like pros. Everybody thought y'all been about 20, 30 times. They were looking at y'all as y'all walked around. I was watching everybody look at y'all. And like I say, them guys looked at y'all, you and Caleb, the first time we went, and they thought y'all
Been there 100 times.
Been there 100 times, and y'all were lucky. This is our first time.
Our first time. You just got to know the right people. That's what it comes down to. Make contacts.
Yeah. And
Don't be scared to talk.
Yeah, come see me. I'm over here at Phoenix Plumbing Supply over here at 911 280 bypass. Walk in. I'm a plumbing company, but I also you'll see some Renaissance stuff on the wall.
Oh yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, it throws people off. They come in here and what are these costumes doing over here? My place is kind of like I'll use it as like the oversized man cave.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Big
got-
man cave.
Yeah, this is a big man cave. It's a plumbing supply company, but I build a lot of things in here. I have my gym in the back. Anything that it's just my man cave over here.
Oh yeah. Fun times. Fun times.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. And like now your son Braxton, he had a good time because he never had so much attention by girls.
Oh no. And
He's
he was
13.
I don't know that he was running up to everyone asking if they wanted a picture.
But like I say, he was drift.
He had a good time.
Yes.
He had a good time.
And if you put all that montage together, that pictures, and it looked good. Now he did get the flower girl. Picture.
He did. He did.
I did not get a picture with the flower girl.
I did.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Oh, really?
Only because he called me over there.
Okay.
To take the picture.
Okay. I see how it is.
Not that she wanted one with me. No.
Okay. I see how it is. You didn't call me over there.
I believe you were busy talking to the robe people.
The who?
The robe people.
Okay. Oh, was that when you took it?
That's when we took it, because she was right there. We were right next to the beer cart.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The robe. Yeah, Hyatt robe. I just couldn't figure that. We thought they were part of some show that they just come out from the back or something like that.
I did think I really thought they were part of the jousting, which they do have jousting there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is a great.
And the sword fight. Anybody who can ride a horse, catch them little rings, and then sword fight. I'm gonna tell you, it takes a lot of skill to do that job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could have caught one of those rings running on foot if they threw one up. I'm holding one of them.
I couldn't have ran on foot wearing all that. So.
You got to be pretty tough.
It was a very good show. First time I went, they said jousting. I figured it was going to be kind of cheesy, kind of,
I mean, it
more showy than it was. No, they were actually hitting each other, and.
But I've seen rougher ones in the earlier years. They wore this time. They had light armor. I've seen them wear full 300-pound armor plate where their arm was welded, where their arm didn't move, and they used to break the tips off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was people getting knocked off the horses, and one dude I remember one year was selling his armor because he said he was tired of getting hurt. I guess he wasn't the best rider, but I said, why? I almost bought his gear. I was like, I get crazy when I get up there. I want to spend that money. I said, oh, how much is that? It was like over $1,000, $1,500 because he was mad. He was selling cheap because he said, I quit. I'm not doing this no more. They don't pay me enough. I'm like, what? I was ready to get a job there. You ought to have bought that. Just let me ride on the horse and smack somebody with that lance and stuff like that.
I wonder how much they train for that. Like,
have you ever been to medieval times? Jesus Christ, I've seen sparks fly off of their stuff.
I've not been to medieval times.
We need to go. I mean, you go up there, you eat. They bring you chick. Everything's you eat with your hands, basically.
Yeah. No
tinsel. And then when I dressed up there, the king of the castle said, "Hey, print another picture with me and this guy here." It was my birthday. One of my friends took me up there for my birthday. I dressed up in my stuff, and he loved my costumes so much. Asked me if I would make them costumes because they have Mongol warriors up there, and they said, "Who did your leather?" I said, "I did." He was trying, but at that time I was DJing. I had 6 DJs on it. I had 12 jobs a week, and I didn't have time to make anything for anybody at that time.
Yeah.
But I got a little bit more time now, and so I am getting back into a little bit more leather. And the only reason I got back into more leather because when you wanted to go and we said we're gonna dress everybody up. Shoot, let me pull out all my leather and start cutting.
Get it all out. Let's see what we can make fit who and what.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna cut this piece off. Oh, whatever we had to do to make these things fit. I was tearing down some old pieces. Creating some new stuff, but it all worked out and everybody looked good.
That's about half the fun of it, though, is getting the costume ready to go.
Oh yes, we had to
making it look good.
Yeah, we put. This is the first time I put fur on the back. A little bit more authentic. Put some fur on there. We had rabbit fur, putting on the boys and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, they both had fur. One down the front, just tucked it into his belt, walking around. The other one we attached it to his shoulders.
I'm glad we dressed you up as a Viking the second time. Changed your sword. Pretty much the same leather, but all we had to do is change the sword and take the cape off. And you went from being more like an English to a Viking. You see, he got the beard going.
Oh yeah.
He was rocking the beard and the sword, and he got this. Got your little drink bottle on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to take the drink bottle.
Oh man, yeah. Made that drink bottle. Had an old wine bottle, wrapped some twine around it. Had the old. Man, it took me a minute because remember we ran out of glue sticks. I could find glue guns anywhere, but I couldn't find the refill glue sticks. I'm going, yeah, buy glue gun for $3, and there's only 2 sticks in there. It took me 4 sticks to get halfway down the ball, and I finally found someplace they didn't have no guns, but they had sticks. But that's what I needed. Bought me like 5 packs, of them glue sticks. So I'm gonna make another ball for myself. But yeah, I mean, it's if you've never been, you should at least go once, and if you do go, you'll have 10 times more fun if you dress up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
They
If you're
got-
gonna go, dress up.
Yes.
Dress
Because-
up.
Yeah, they got if you go down there, there's a lot of stuff for your kids to do because they have rides. They're all rope rides, like they push you on these rope rides. They have a jousting thing where you can slide down. They have a maze.
Lots of carnival games, axe throwing, knife
Yeah.
throwing,
Tomato throwing. Got-
tomato throwing at the guy in the stocks.
Oh yes. They have like pictures where you can stick your head through. There was Conan the Barbarian, Mona Lisa.
Yep.
What else was the other one? Pictures. They have a set of stocks you can stick your head through. They have minstrels that play on the side. One thing about
The bells, the dude, the
bells.
casting bronze.
Juggling.
That was a good show.
They have jugglers. People walk on stilts. Yeah, there's a lot to do. You really can't do everything in one day. It takes a couple days if you actually sat down and watched every show.
To watch every show.
Yeah, and it's audience participation, and these people only get paid on tips. So bring a lot of ones, and so you can tip these people because all they work on is tips.
Yeah, and they're good shows. It's not cheesy.
Oh, yes. I like you see
These people travel around to all these Renaissance fairs.
That's what they do all year round
to
make money.
and so yeah, it's
Did you like the one with the spinning plates? Had all the kids standing up there spinning all those plates, and had the kids holding the stick.
oh yeah.
That was pretty good. Had all these little kids, and then he's up there, with some drumsticks beating on the top of the plates that they're spinning around.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. That was quite impressive how he got them the kids to hold it.
I was
Yes.
expecting the plates to be busted.
Yeah, 5 kids, 5 plates on
5
sticks.
Yes, spinning around. And I'm surprised nobody dropped.
Oh, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. I was waiting.
Yeah, one of my kids would have dropped it. I'm letting you know. For sure.
Yeah, but it was great. It was great, and who's them guys? The guys that walked on the stilts, man, they were. I'm pretty impressed. There was
Was it acrobatrics?
acrobatrics, yeah.
Um,
And then we didn't want to watch the puppy show. That was to me that was like more like a kid show.
I didn't even notice it. I'll be honest.
No, when we first got there, remember we were gonna sit down and watch a show, and it was like about puppies, pirate puppies or something.
Oh
And we
yes,
said,
yes.
there were all
yes.
these kids were out there. We want to watch.
Because we thought it was like a balancing act or
Yes.
something.
And then I said, I don't
Yeah, we thought it was barely balanced, but I guess we
Yeah.
showed up at the end of that show, and the next show was Puppy Pirates or
Yes.
Pirate Puppies.
Yeah, but them guys that do the balancing acts, they're like on the what do you call it? Those little kind of boards with the little circle on it.
I have no idea what they're
little
called.
cans,
Little
but
balancing boards.
Yeah, balancing boards. It looks like a can, a wooden can that they're on, and
Mhm.
they turn them different ways. The guy be up on 3 or 4 of them things, and I'm like, man, looked like a broken ankle for me.
Oh yeah.
They're very good, very good. These people travel around. I miss Dead Bob, this guy who. Not all the vendors had returned this year, and that's why I was a little bit disappointed because I was missing some of my regular shows that I sit and watch through. Dead Bob's one of the best ones. I mean, he's not even a really ventriloquist. He has his face covered. He's got this skeleton puppet, and it talks, and you never see the guy's face. He's got his face covered, but it's a good show. I mean, it's a lot of audience participation. That's one thing great about these shows. A lot of them, it's audience participation. So if you sit up front, don't be surprised if they come get you. Just get up there and go with the flow. You'll have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a great time. Both times we went.
Yeah, and yeah, I had somebody bail on me. my friend, I had costumes, everything already. He bailed on me, so I have an extra ticket, so I'm forced to go again. And James, he's begrudgingly decided that he was gonna go with me again.
Yeah, you can't go by yourself. It's not near as fun if you go by yourself.
Yeah, so I'm glad I got.
I'm assuming I haven't been by myself yet.
But he begrudgingly said he'd go with me. He didn't want me to suffer by myself. So
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go up there and suffer a little bit some more. But it's a great time. By the way, we'll be up there Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend.
Sunday.
The 30th, I believe it is.
Yeah, 30th. Sunday. That's the only day that we really can go because we both own our own business and we're open. Well, I'm open 6 days a week. He's off on Sunday and Monday.
Sundays and Mondays.
So Sunday's the only day that me and him can go. So yeah. So I'm stoked. I'm ready to go. I might change my costume up a little bit.
I feel like the crowd will probably be Memorial Day weekend.
Should be pretty.
I feel like the crowd will probably be much larger this time than even the last time.
Oh yeah, because people are gonna be off Monday.
Yes.
Gonna be off Monday. And I'm debating whether I should open up Monday or not because I'm pretty sure that
nobody will be working.
No, I don't think there's gonna be any plumbers out there working. Anybody gonna come to my store? I don't want to have the store open all day. And
yeah, nobody.
Nobody gonna come in.
Nobody will be open Memorial Day. Walmart. That's about it.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be out there cooking, doing something.
Having a good time.
Yeah, laying out in the sun. But our Sunday, we're gonna be up there. I highly recommend.
We'll also be cooking.
Yes, but I highly recommend.
In the leather.
Tell them. Highly recommend. What time you should get there?
Early.
About 9:30.
About 9:30.
If you get there at 9:30, you'll be parked right outside the gate. If you get there late, that parking.
And there's enough people standing outside the gate.
Yes.
That you're interacting even before you even go inside and see anything. People are, if you're dressed up, people are even outside the gate asking you to take pictures, asking about your costume.
That parking lot is huge.
Oh yeah, no, it is big.
It wraps around the back side of the fence in that 15 acres.
Yeah.
And when we got out there and you look out there and went out there and looked down there and you're going well, I can't barely see them cars, as they flip around the corner. You're going I'm glad, man. At the end of the day, if I had to walk that the way we felt when we got out of there, especially the first time.
Oh yeah.
That first time, I'm glad we walked straight outside and the cars are
right there.
Right there at the
right there. And then you can always leave and come back in. So if you park up front and you get tired of wearing your costume, you want to take it off and relax for a little bit, you can walk right outside, throw your stuff in the car, and walk right back in. No problem.
Get your stamp. They'll stamp your hand and go back in.
So it's definitely worth it to get there early.
So if anybody wants to join us, you can get in contact. Just call Phoenix Plumbing. I do have a few extra costumes, but like I say, you'll roll with us. Come see us. Come talk to me. I'm Rick, also known as DJ Rick of S&J Entertainment. I play music and karaoke. I used to do I've had a bunch of clubs. I used to do sports page. I used to do the Miss Georgia pageant here in Columbus. A lot of people didn't know that. They do the Miss Georgia pageant here in Columbus.
Yeah, I did not know that.
They've been doing it for years. I did, and the funny thing about it, when I DJ their party, their theme party, and I'm in there, and if you see some of the pictures that I have on my Facebook, it ain't nothing but all women. There's probably about, I wouldn't say more than 8-10 guys in there. And I think me and Calvin, we're one of the few straight guys. The other guy that used to DJ with me, or I used to DJ with him, we were one of the few straight guys in there, at the Miss Georgia pageant. The rest of the guys that help out, they help the girls get scholarships, all that, Ain't nothing wrong being gay, but I said, but it's kind of funny, for us to be like, are we the only straight guys in here?
Yeah.
I told him, I said, if there's any openings for the job to help the girls up on stage, I'm down for that. you won't believe all the different jobs you got, for helping the girls around. And then there's guys that recruit the girls. To me, I said, man, they spend a lot of money to get a small scholarship.
I've actually never watched the pageant, any of them.
Well, if you watch a pageant, man, I've seen girls. I don't know if it's about. Man, I think I'd probably donate. When my niece, she was trying to be Miss Gwinnett, she came in like she did a couple pageants. I think she came in twice, a couple times. But my niece, she's very beautiful, but she's not a mean girl or anything like that. She does ballet, all kinds of stuff, but she's very down to earth, and I love her to death. I'm very proud of her. She attends Georgia Tech University, but she don't go out and buy. These rich people will go out and spend like $2,000 for a dress, look like a Vegas dress. Some of those I'd be up there judging and say myself, because I know what the standards are. These girls think they're gonna win with like a sequence Vegas dress halfway down, to her belly button or something like that, split in the front. Those dresses don't win. Trust me.
A little too.
Yes, they go for like the more wholesome look. I've seen these people spend thousands of dollars and like only get like a couple $100 scholarship.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but these girls, like, it's all about, what do you call it, titles and the crown, and
I've never understood it.
Neither have I, but you can become famous, I guess, over this stuff. So but yeah. And it's a lot. Like I say, I used to have to do their practice, their singing, whatever they're singing, whatever music they're gonna dance to and stuff, and that was me. I had to go to their practice, and they give me this music, and it never works, right, and I have to get the right copy, and I have to hit it right when they, and then one year my microphones, because they're wireless, but people don't understand that when I'm running wireless, it's running off the internet, I guess, and then everybody's in there filming with their cameras, so the mics start to fade out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yes, I had a bad time. I had UHF, VHS. I tried all these different mics, and then I have to use hardline mics because.
Oh, so you said UF. What did you say now?
UHF, VHF. They're microphones, different frequencies.
Gotcha. So yeah, the radio then. They run off of radios.
Yes.
So yeah, just all the cell phones being out probably.
All the cell phones. The more, you got hundreds of people up there.
You wouldn't think that'd interfere with it though.
Oh, it does. It does. I do a mic check. I'll be there, 2 hours early, doing all my mic checks. Check, mic check. Going here. Let's walk to the back. Having the lady talk. And then everything's great. As soon as everybody gets in there, start turning their cell phones and stuff, everything, and then the mic starts to fade.
That's crazy.
Goes in and out.
You wouldn't think that it interfere with it, but I guess I could see.
Oh yes. Ain't nothing worse than one of your mics, going out and you're going like, oh, but I have 100-foot mic cords on standby. Plug that thing in, run out there, hand that thing, and jump back. You gotta be prepared for anything. I used to have 10 speakers going. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Most of my friends, I just want to be your roadie. You don't have to pay me or do anything.
They just want to go, huh?
They just want to go. After they see the videos and all the pictures I had, they go, oh my God. And I was like, yep. And then I get tickets to the crowning, and an after party, and like I say, I don't really 5 days worth of tickets. I'm 8 rows back from the stage. Those would be like $1,000 tickets.
Oh yeah.
It's like $500, I think, to go to the show. And then the people who got kids that participate, they're way up there in the balconies, way up there. You can barely see them up there, and I'm 8 rows.
Nosebleeds.
Yes, nosebleeds, and I'm down there with my my free tickets, sitting up there 8 rows back, saying, oh man, this is awesome. But like I say, me and my buddy Cal, his dad was the one that got us doing this. Yeah, we wouldn't go until like the last 2 days, whatever, because I can't sit through, all the different talents, because I'm at practice with the talent, when they do it I sit there when they're doing some of the stuff, and then I say, oh, I can't watch all this stuff again. Once is enough. And not everybody that sings, you'd be surprised.
Can sing?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Who told them they could sing? That's their talent. Or not everybody that does ballet. Some of these recitals that I saw, were like, it looks like what you go see like a little kindergarten, recital, or conventional dancing or whatever. I'm going like, really? I was thinking more of a big production or something like that. Some of the stuff were, to me, not up to par. I'm not, what I would think, but what do I know? I'm just a guy sitting there watching, playing their music and stuff like that. But some of the girls I was very impressed with. Some of them, I said, Lord, who told you this girl that she could sing? Because I'm a karaoke DJ and I listen to,
People sing all the time.
all the time. I love to sing
All the
myself.
time.
I love to sing myself. And I'm going like, yeah, don't. Who said trying to do it? If you're gonna do Tina Turner, you got to bring it. If you're gonna do,
Yeah.
Proud Mary or something like that, and you're going like, oh, you're gonna do Tina, and it sounds like CCR doing.
So is the talent actually graded? I guess.
Yes, it's great. They have like
So the better, I mean-
former pageants,
The better you sing, the better you dance, the better.
yeah, better, and you're like,
The
have you seen your
higher you're
competition?
judged.
You're like, oh my God, this. Some it's like awesome, and the others you're like, what happened here? Did you just make this up the other day or something like that? I've seen good, I've seen bad, but like I said, if you got money, they think if you got money, you'll win, because I've seen parents spend literally thousands, thousands. One girl, her resume, I didn't know how. I felt like I'm 62 years old. I was watching this and I felt like I was worthless. I've never seen anybody do as much. I don't even know how she had time for school. Let's see, what did she say? Oh, I'm a Sunday school teacher. I volunteer at the old folks home. I feed the hungry. I mean, her resume was like 2.5 pages long.
It's crazy.
I don't know when she had time to go to school. I don't know when she had time to sleep. But her resume sounded like she was going 24/7.
That's crazy.
And me and my brother sitting there looking at each other, going like, I've never done. I've been to college, been to the military. I've never done as much as she's done. And she's only in the, she'd be like in the 12th grade or first year of college. And I'm like, when did she go to school? Who mentors children, teaches Sunday school, volunteers to feed the homeless. I mean, she had so much stuff on there, so much volunteer work. I said, when did she have time to go to school or do anything else? And she had a job too.
And a job.
And a job.
And a job.
And a job. Woo. Well, I guess we're gonna cut it right here, and hopefully we'll get another subject to talk on. We might be talking about Renaissance one more time for the last time. We'll close it out, but yeah, this is the Rick and James Show podcast. We're here to talk about what's happening around, and we'll be interviewing. We're going to be interviewing some talent around here and let you know what's going on. And if you got anything that you want us to talk about, you can contact us up here at Phoenix Plumbing at 334-298-4400 or your number.
This is horrible, but I don't know it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Do I have to pull out my phone?
I'd have to look it up. 706-518-8168.
Yeah, you never call yourself.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about something, we're going to have some guests next time. We're going to pull up some local talent. We do have a lot of famous people in this area. People just don't know. So we're gonna bring y'all up to date on what's happening around here in Columbus, Phoenix City, Chattahoochee Valley area, all the way to Valley,
Valley, yeah.
Auburn,
I
Opelika,
mean, everywhere.
everywhere.
We talk about current events.
Yeah, what's happening? What affects you? If
Everything.
you're unhappy about something, give us a call. I don't care what it is. You know, give us a call and we'll talk